my friends, and welcome back for another episode of our Let's Play Minecraft Vanilla Hardcore series. I keep saying this, but we're approaching the end of this season, I feel like. Soon enough. It may drag on for another 10 episodes, who knows, but I keep saying that we're approaching the end because, literally, we are approaching the end, and there goes a cat. So yeah, the only thing left to do, as I've been saying, is to venture forth to the end. Here we are back at the base. Between this episode and the last one, I was a busy beaver. I did a lot of work, a lot of stuff that I'm kind of proud of because of the amount of time that it took to just get it done. So I'd like to share that with you. And funny enough, it just so happens where this video is going to kind of lead into the end itself, the dimension I'm talking about, and I guess the end of this season as well. But it's quite literally a path leading to the end. and as I say that, there's so many layers to this. But anyway, before I fry my own brain circuits, let's go have a look at it. And I am going to need my trusty steed for this one. I think I'm going to bring... I brought Ebony for my last trip, so maybe I'll bring Ivory out for a little ride. Don't really need to bring anything with me, I don't think. So I don't believe I'll have need of Mr. Donks or Mrs. Muley, but you never know. If I decide to turn around and feel like I need more slots, then I might have to do that. Yeah, there's a lot of things I want to share in this episode, so I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to grab some dirt here just to have some building material. Maybe a little bit of cobblestone. Now, I'm not actually going to go to the end in this episode. I'm going to say that flat out right off the bat. I'm not going to the end in this episode, but I truly believe that this is going to be one of the last episodes before I hop in there in that portal. And just by the way I'm saying that, I'm sure that you've put together that it is possible for me to do this in this world. Now, the way in which it will be done, now that is a different story. Because as I discovered here, what time is it? I got some time. As I discovered here, this is going to be real tricky. So while I take Ivory out for a little walk, or a run, or a gallop, as it were, I will tell you this fine story of mine. So let's go back over here and I can show you this, which takes us to where we want to go. So starting from the bottom, actually, there's the emergency exit for some cave. Cave number 1, the first cave I found, which was under my base. This big network of cave tunnels under there. And then please read the sign above, and then here we have the directions of where you can go. So the spawn is to the west, which is actually more towards the southwest, if anything. And then our base is to the east, which is behind us. So, moving right along, there's our signs again to keep the solicitation by zombies out and other mobs of the variety. So the first one that I made was over there. The first obsidian bridge was all the way over there. That's the one that leads to the villages and keeps on going and has plateaus and all that stuff. So what I decided to do, and as I'm dragging on in my story here, I realized that I'm probably going to need to sleep. Sun's going down fast and I keep talking. I thought to myself, this other obsidian bridge that we started building into the ocean, just to go in the opposite direction of the first one, I started thinking, this ocean cannot possibly go on forever. First of all, the Minecraft worlds are not technically infinite. So eventually, I'm with that reasoning, I'm hoping to stumble upon something. Another biome, perhaps, which would be real nice. But no such luck. I'm not going to lead you into false hope there. But I did find something. And I'd like to share that with you here once we get morning, which I'll go get ready for now. Put you back for a second here, Ivory. And use this other doorway for the first time. Can I even do that? I'm just going to kill myself here. Or my horse. Anyway. this way, the way it should be done. Ah, just a little bubble. You'll be fine. So I did find something, and that was my rationale basically, is that you can't just go on forever. I mean, eventually, you know, you got to hit something. Even the biggest oceans on Earth, biggest oceans we know of on any planet, have an end. They have a beginning and they have an end, unless it's an entirely liquid planet, in which case I guess the liquid would have no beginning and no end, but one could argue the top and bottom is... Anyway, point being, I was confident that I would eventually come upon something, even though that ocean, I can tell you from experience, is vast, putting it lightly. I did come across something, and that's what I'm going to show you here now. The only thing is, even on my trusty horse here, it's going to take some time to get there. It's very far, and when I say far, guys, it's far. It's very far. So as I get going here, which I'll be going to the right, I'll be going this way. As I start to get going on the path, I'll probably end up fast forwarding the video, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. One thing that concerns me right off the bat, and you'll understand here in a moment once we get there, I'm going to have to figure out a way to prevent my horse from running away. This is a problem I've been having with animals, especially mount entities like donkeys and horses and whatnot. They run away on me. They just disappear, and sometimes it's just as simple as turning my back to them, and then all of a sudden they're gone. So obviously there's some kind of bug there, some kind of issue that I'm trying to deal with, but I noticed that by penning them up, using whatever, even dirt, that they don't run away. So I have to find a way to do that here with my horse. Well, here's our long road. We'll say goodbye to the mainland, because I'm telling you, it is pretty far, and here's a good time to get started on the fast forwarding. So fast forward, activate.
Now take me to the equipment room, Gur. Equipment room. Now, Gur.
Do the dance.
No, Gur. No dance. Just obey me.
Dance.
No. Gur. Do. 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 Do.
And finally, as I was cruising along, I saw something. And those trees, those are trees, right? Yeah, those trees were not there. I planted those. I actually came back here, and I'll explain this other path here in a second. But I actually came back here a number of times, so that whole trip that I just did, which hopefully came through on the video how long that actually is, even with the fast motion, how long that took me. To find what, you may ask? What did I find? Is it a new biome? Is it something? That's all it is, guys. That's all I found. This little tiny island. And there could be loads of other things on the sides here. Maybe I'm just getting extremely unlucky where I'm going down like the middle of the ocean. I don't know. But that's all I found, and this is as far as I wanted to go this way, but nothing. If you look around here, and I've got my distance, I think, maxed out, so there's nothing. All I found was this little island, so I've claimed this little island as my own, and I'll share a few little interesting pieces of information about this island that I found in the middle of nowhere. So now it officially has some greenery on it. Before that, it just had grass and these little shrubs. So let me park my horse and I'll show you around. Not much going on here, but it'll be fun to look at nonetheless. Alright, we'll be right back for you, Ivory. You just chill. So yeah, as I said, I made the trip probably, well, the first time, which took me, I would say, 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours roughly, of just dumping bucket after bucket after bucket of water, you know, for hours. But this is what I finally hit, and I was so excited, so very excited to see this island. I thought at first for sure it was a forest biome, but if I check my F3 here, it's actually an ocean biome, which is interesting because I don't know what I can make spawn in the ocean biome, but which leads me to another discovery I made last night, I believe it was. But anyway, we can maybe do some interesting things. Not a new biome, unfortunately, but kind of is in a way because we haven't really played around much in the series with the ocean biome. So it's interesting. You know, it feels foresty, and especially with the oaks here that I planted, it's got a foresty kind of feeling to it. Flowers are doing well. So we'll see. No animals yet, no any of that stuff, but I can expand it also, which is one of my ideas, is to expand the crap out of this island and make it huge and turn it into like a colony. And then maybe eventually continue the road. But anyway, I've got just a very basic room here with stuff that I've brought back on my third, or I don't even know how many trips, 2 or 3 trips I think I took. So I think this was stuff I brought back on my last trip, is all the stuff that's in there. But yeah, that to say, I made several trips to this place, and I plan to make several more. It is far away, but there's a lot of cool things going on. Maybe not so much the trees burning up, which I hadn't considered, but only the strong will survive, I suppose. Just have to make sure that doesn't get out of control. But yeah, and then I decided, of course, I'm going to dig here, because this is one of the only places, and I thought to myself, wouldn't it be amazing if I found, like, if this was my way of finding the end fortress? How amazing would that be? So I started digging down, and sure enough, I found a cave. But it's just a cave. There's some cool things I can show you it really quick here. Let me show it to you, because it is unique in a lot of ways. But I'm not going to go too far in. But there's a crazy out-of-nowhere cave in here, and it also has an abandoned mine shaft in it, I believe. Which I'm not going to go into, but you know what I mean? This cave led into a huge crevasse, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I just thought it was cool. And there's been a lot of crazy things going on. There's already crazy things going on over there. Skeletonies and creepers everywhere. But yeah, I had a few interesting adventures down there. A few misadventures too that I almost didn't make it out of, so it may explain the various different paths branching out down there. But anyway, that is my middle of nowhere cave, and this is my middle of nowhere island and my middle of nowhere base, which I will sleep in here as soon as the sun goes down, and then I'll keep trekking. And where we're going to keep trekking to, at least for the rest of this episode, is down this other path here, which you can see from my island. Now this path, let me explain this to you while the sun goes down, which I could probably sleep now. So the deal with this path. So when I had made my second or third, I think the final voyage here last night, I had brought along my Eyes of Ender, because I figured as I'm trucking along this path here, I can shoot out some eyes and see, you know, in which direction it leads me to. And funny enough, actually, before I had left, I tried a few at the base, and they were pointing in that direction. So I'm like, sweet, which I think is north. Is it? North, yeah. So they were going north, so I'm like, sweet, that's exactly where I want to go and explore. So I released a few, headed in the general direction, noticed that it was kind of veering off my path, so I dropped that idea, came here, made my base, went back, did the whole thing. After I had done my base, before I headed back home, I threw up some more eyes, and they were pointing this way, so I figured, all right, maybe the island is actually closer to the end portal than my base was, and I'll show you what it led to. Before I do that, I'm going to sleep. I do it here. The bad people are coming. So yeah, basically all I was doing was shooting up an eye every once in a while to kind of see where I was at. And I didn't have many to work with. I had maybe 16 or so. after I had farmed a couple of Endermen. So with 16, I was able to 16 eyes. I was able to find my way to the end portal, or according to the eye, that's what is down there. But let me just show you. It's easier to just show you instead of explaining. So let's go, Ivory. Thank you for waiting so patiently for me. Oh, I'm sorry about that though. So anyway, what I was doing is just dropping down water. I think for every like 10 buckets or something like that of water, I was actually throwing up an eye to make sure I was on still was on the same direction. And doing the whole bucket of water thing with the obsidian is tough to do on an angle. So at this point, I decided I'm just gonna start going, you know, like whatever direction this is, south and then east. So I was gonna go like southeast, southeast to make it easier on myself. Has to do with these little things here, these little pointy parts to it. But then I decided, no, nuts to that. I'm gonna keep going diagonally, which I was doing. Takes a little bit longer, but makes a straighter path, which I'm glad I did. I gotta get an auto run going here or something. So this path is long. It's not as long as the last one. I should be going full speed here. That would help. It's not as long as the last path that we were on that goes back to the base, but it is still pretty long. So I don't think I'm gonna fast forward this one. I'm gonna torture you with some long, boring footage of running on obsidian paths with horses. But yeah, and I think we're approaching the end here, or what I hope is the end. Now, hopefully I can build so I can park my horse somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so here is where my eyes led me to. They led me back here. Well, not in the obsidian, but they were going inside the lava in this particular spot. I think when I got here, I threw up another eye, and it was actually taking me back this way, and I noticed that it went into the lava. So I threw up another one or two, and they were going in the same spot, which was right around here. So this is where I marked the spot, which I'm hoping will lead to the end portal, to that fortress thingy. So that is where I'm at. I figured the only way, well, not the only way, but the best way probably in this situation, instead of mining down slowly, because I don't know how deep I'm gonna have to go here. This is the ocean after all, so this could go down very deep. So I thought of a couple of different ways of just mining down there, and then I thought, no, the best thing to do would be to treat this lava as what it should be, which is water, and use up potion of fire resistance to survive the lava, which I tested out on my my playhouse world, and it seemed to work. So I'm hoping that when I jump in there I don't die, and that's the end of the wouldn't that be great if it still did damage to me somehow, and that's the end of our season? I would cry. That would make me very sad. But anyway, I'm going to park my horse here and see what I can come up with. I'm going to sacrifice one of these fire resistance potions to jump down there and see, and you know, look around or see how deep it goes. And because it's only 3 minutes, and then I'm going to come back up once I've identified, you know, maybe where I need to go. So let's make a little stable for Mr. Horse or Mrs. Horse. Come on, mouse wheel, not today. Not today. I really like this building on a horse thing. This is cool. Or building while on a horse. And why exactly I'm building kind of diagonally like this, I do not know. It's probably going to pose all kinds of problems here, but it's okay. We'll work through them. So, something like that. I didn't bring any fence posts though, so this will all be temporary. I don't think horses can jump more than 2, so we should be good like this. I'll leave one just to get back across, and as far far as nighttime, I'm not too concerned with that. Still got lots of daylight. Yeah, I think that's good. Please do not go anywhere. Please. Please. Do you know how hard it was to find another black horse? I don't even want to think how hard it would be to find another white horse in this world. Anyway, please do not go anywhere, Ivory. Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's another way I could get back up. I suppose I could build. Let me get a full stack of this going, because it's kind of unnerving here. All right, before I get any closer, I'm gonna pop this fire resistance potion. I'm gonna jump in there. Let's see what happens. Please, please do not die. Please do not die. Please, please, please do not die. Please. Whew. All right, I'm not dying. I have no idea if I'm falling or not. I think I am. Oh boy, this is deep. This is gonna be deep. How am I gonna get back out of here? I have 3 minutes. Where's the... Oh, I hit the bottom. I hit the bottom. I hit the bottom. What should I do? Dig? Should I dig? What is this? What is this stuff? Oh, looks like dirt maybe, or gravel. Oh, no, I've hit something solid now. Oh my gosh. How deep can I afford to go here? This is risky. Risky. I could hit some bad... Whoa! Is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Do not fall into the abyss. Hey! I found it! Yes! So it does exist. The fortress is real. Okay, now I need to get back out of here before my fire potion runs out. I have exactly enough time to get out. Oh boy, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out, get out, get out. Here we go. Oh boy, I hope I'm still on the right path, because I don't want to be looking around here like a seal trying to find my way out of... Oh! Oh yeah! Oh no! Oh no! How am I gonna get out? Jump! Oh no. Oh. I thought it was game over. Uh-oh. I'm on fire. Uh-oh. How am I gonna stop being on fire? That's not good. That's not good. Wow. 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 That freaked me out. Okay. I had to stop recording there to take care of some family business, and I was on fire, and I almost died. I had to pop another fire resist potion, or I would have died. I was at half a heart. So it came this close of dying, but I was on fire, and I couldn't stop myself from being on fire because I got no water. So I was running around like a crazy person, not sure what to do, and finally the fire went out by itself. So I got really lucky there. Whew. I really thought it was all over there right when we get to the end. So that would have been really bad. But now that I've got 5 minutes left of this, I really feel, I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but I really feel like I want to go back in there and just make the most of this potion and just look around a little bit. I know it could be risky, and I'm going to risk not being able to get back out again. But you know what I should do is... I should have brought some ladder. I should be making a way of getting in and out of here. That's what I should be doing. So maybe I'll do that. make the most of it. Whoa, I actually got a peek at it there for a second. Some kind of little glitch. So it is pretty deep. It's surprisingly deep, so I definitely want to make getting in and out of here like as easy as possible. So I don't know if this will be a good idea or not, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, so it looks like if you get right around here, you can actually look around. That's cool. Almost like it thinks it's water for a second there. Because I technically shouldn't be allowed to do this. It's only from the power of my potion, which I have 4 minutes left of. And I just realized that I'm going to be on fire again when I get out, so I'm going to have to pop another potion. So I might as well be productive. I guess what I'm trying to say. And if this gets rid of all the lava, I'm definitely going to have to bring back a ladder or something to get in and out. But it looks like I'm going to be making yet another trip back home and back to this place. I'll be doing all that stuff between episodes, though, as not to bore you. But whoa, how exciting of an episode was this? To me, this is like the most exciting episode so far. From the sheer discoveries. That and my gameplay from last night, which I wasn't capturing, unfortunately. But finding this place, and when the Eye of Ender went down into the lava, I was like, yes! That means it's possible. So in my mind, there's a possibility that I can still reach the end and get some kind of conclusion to the whole thing. I suppose if this works and I can get rid of the lava, then I can just build my way back out and dig it up next time. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'm going to start from the bottom and just fill this thing in completely. I should have just enough time to do that. And that will get rid of the lava and allow me to get back in next time, even without ladder. So, yeah. So, I mean, now there's no better time. Uh-oh, I hear zombie sounds. I hope they're not in this room. Whoa, and Enderman apparently. But what better time? I gotta remove that. Whoa, okay. What better time though to use your diamond stuff than now, right? So I'm gonna go get my diamond stuff for sure. Put that on and just pwn everything that's in this place. I don't know if there's any new mobs that spawn in this place. I think the little silverfish guys maybe. I'm not sure, but I definitely will be eradicating everything in that place. Maybe I'll go through it one more time just to be safe. Whoa! Alright, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to use another fire resist. Okay, so from now until the next episode, guys, I've got a lot of prep work to do. A lot of stuff that's not really worth showing here on the series, so by the time that I make another episode, which I'm not sure how long that will be, but a lot of stuff may have changed. Maybe I'll have gotten bored with prep work and just, you know, decided to add on to my base or something. I don't know, but I'm guessing a lot of stuff will have changed. I'm going to be super maxed out on everything that I need to survive in the end, obviously. And I'm going to have my end chest and everything, all my preparatory items. Everything's going to be ready to go. I'm going to have to drink another potion and then make my way back home. But yeah, I'm going to have a lot of stuff to do. So as soon as I stop burning here, I'm going to make my way back home. And I'm going to start doing that stuff so I can get ready for the big finale, which is going to be making it to the end finally. And if there's no end portal in this fortress, I'm quitting Minecraft forever. You heard it here. I stand by my word. If there's no end portal in there, that's it. That's it for me, Minecraft. I give up on you. So tune in for that and see if that's the case next time. Who knows? Not saying yes, not saying no. But you'll have to tune in to find out. But thanks for tuning in to watch this episode, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having fun watching it. Hope you're having fun watching me burn. Oh my god. The burning. I don't know what kind of vampire, what country I'm from, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you again on the next one. Bye-bye.